Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live anyway. Let me turn the volume down. Holy moly. Oh my. Okay. Alright, come on phone. Tell me that I'm live already. There we go. Alright, we are live. Again. What are these controls? Turn vertical sync on or off. I don't know. I'll just keep everything normal if I don't know what it is. Confirm enter. Present. Court record tab. Cancel. Backspace. Press. Press. I don't know what that is. Press. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of these controls mean. Return to title J. Why would J be return to title? Cursors. Rotate evidence. I don't know, I guess. Alright. What else? I think that's it. Alright. Cool. Let's go back. I need to turn my volume down. Hang on. There we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Saving content. Alright, nice. Hello, everybody. Again, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Case Attorney. I'm excited for this. I have no idea how this is gonna go, or what this game is about. I mean, I know what it's about. I just don't know the nuances, if you will, on exactly how to do this. So this game is like 19 years old. And if you know anything about me, I am a man of many things. Older style games, Minecraft, Undertale. I don't play up-to-date games. I mean, I guess you could say Minecraft is an up-to-date quote-unquote game, but it was made back in 2009, and this game was made 10 years before. All I know is that we are going to get into it. We're starting a new game. Okay, wait. No. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Hang on a sec. There were other options, right? Oh, there's a couple different... Oh! So there are three modes. I mean, this is obviously the first one, so let's just play the first game, I guess. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Okay. Cool. How do I play the turn? Oh, you have to hit the enter button. Okay. Alright. Let's begin. I don't know what's happened. Oh, okay, I got an achievement. I don't know what that achievement... Oh, there's a drop of blood. Ew. Gasp! Hang on, I need to... Wait, no! Oh. A statue. And a dead woman. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Okay. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Who's him? Okay. I'll make it look like he did it. Interesting. Interesting. So we know who the murderer is. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Very fat. Okay. Okay, we're just hopping right in. All right, that's fair. All right, so right off the bat, this is gonna require a lot of thought process in this game. So somebody has framed someone, and we don't know who that person is yet, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Let us court record for that. An attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Oh, Cindy's autopsy. Who's Cindy? Definitely not. Better not be Fernandez, my friend who's in Florida. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death: 7:31, July 31st, 4 or 5 p.m. Cause of death: loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Interesting. Profiles. Mia Fey, chief attorney at Fey & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Okay. And the victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Okay. And evidence? No, we're back to that. Okay. Alright. Boy am I... Okay. I need to make a voice for this guy. I'll just use my voice. You know, this is the main character, right? Boy, am I nervous. Okay. Right. No, that's stupid. I can't think of one. Right. No, that's not right. That's not her at all. Right. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Ooh. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him in any way I can. I really wanted to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. I believe it is. Yeah, it's death despair. Death despair. I'm good. Oh my god. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh my god, what is this face? What is this face? Hang on, I gotta drink. What is that face? Nick! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? So, he doesn't want to die because he's guilty. He wants to die because he can't live in a world without her. Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. So they were, okay. This guy, friends with a model. The newspaper says it was you. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's my story. Oh, here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The dead girl, right? The dead girl. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Okay. Larry Butts. Okay. My best friend in grade school. Okay. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, is it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Man, that sounds like somebody else I know. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, and that I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Alright, that's a good, I like that. I like the conviction. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, room number 2. Alright. In the morning. Oh, we gotta... Oh.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Butts, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. What's this guy got against me? It's like he has a grudge.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry.
The defendant. That's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and know those cards. Next question. Is this a murder trial? Tell me.
Wait, no.
This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name.
No, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad to read the case report cover so many times.
It's...
Wait. Uh-oh. Excuse me? Excuse me? It's Cindy Stone! What are you talking about? It's not! Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name, the victim's... No, sorry. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Listen, I already... Just press tab. How do I... Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who's the victim's name in this case?
Cinderblock. No! I was wrong! No! No. No. I was wrong. Oh, no. You forgot something, child. A mistake in court could cost you the case. Yes, that's true. I'll ask you again. Mr. Wright, who is the victim? Let me just triple check real quick. Cindy Stone, age 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Okay. Okay. I'm positive it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Yes, it is.
Correct. Correct. Now, tell me, what is the cause of death?
She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Page? Yes, Your Honor.
Oh my god. Seems pretty spread.
Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright has told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker.
Oh! That's a pretty iconic statue.
It was found lying on the floor next to the victim, yes. I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. No, I didn't read it. Hang on. Let's read it. What is it? A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Must do a lot of damage then, am I right? Oh. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Yeah, I'll do it.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Yeah. This could be very bad. Oh no. Larry Butts.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Ah. Poor guy. Hey, watch it, buddy. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. They all died. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I was dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? What do you mean? Mr. Butts. Mr. Butts, what you describe as generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean? What do you mean, one of them?
Lies! All of it. Lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Apparently, she arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Let me just read that over again. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Seems fair.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but didn't give a large... No, sorry. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Yes, it appears he had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this is, Mr. Stone. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Potts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, there he has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? What should I do here? Why should I object? The question was, what do you think of her now? I mean, I guess I'll stop him from answering. Opinions are what... Okay, that's not my job here. My job is to make sure that my client does not enter any unfavorable scenarios. So I need to object so that he can keep his appearance, himself in good shape. So we're gonna stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe she accused the accused motive was clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Disagree. Oh boy, this isn't looking so good.
Next question.
You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you? Or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh boy. You win. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Listen to my signal. Tell the truth. There we go. Yeah, that was good.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. Don't say that. Don't act like this. And during the trial, she wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Rather, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This has bad. On the day of
the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawhit to the stand.
So this guy is the actual murderer. So we have to turn this around somehow.
Mr. Sawhit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yeah, newspapers, yeah.
Mr. Sawhit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. Okay. Witness's account. Alright. I completely forgot what this guy's voice is. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw a lion there, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Interesting. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawhit used was one of those. Yes, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout. Electricity to Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. She was murdered. It was just after from noon. Okay. So this seemed like it was timed in that case. The blackout was timed or something. I couldn't be perfectly honest about that. I would have to look at some things. So let's see. So Cindy's autopsy report says she died around 4 to 5 p.m. But, hang on, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because this guy just said that his time of death was at it was before 1 o'clock that she died. So I guess we need to know, I don't know, I guess we'll figure that out eventually. A statue in the shade, blah blah blah, the victim apparently arrived on 7:30 the day before the murder. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. So, I don't know about that. We'll have to see. But anyway, let's go back to it. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes! Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? To expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? It was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. And so I shall. I already have one contradiction in my mind. It was the time of death. Excuse me, I'm talking a lot, so I need to drink water. The first contradiction that I come across is that this guy says he was murdered at 1 o'clock, but the autopsy report says that Cindy Stone's death was at 1 o'clock, or at 4 to 5 p.m., somewhere around that area. So there's a contradiction there. But then again, I don't know. partner with tab the plan for testimony. Yeah. Cross-examination. Alright, let's see what we got here. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. Options? No, that's not it. Press. Hold it! Isn't a man living in an apartment a common sight? Yeah. I find it odd you would not really take notice of it. Well, the thing is, what you forget, Mr. Wright, is that is the manner of which he left. He left in a panic, right? He left a little abnormally. Well, I don't know. He just ain't frank to me. That's all. Like, he was mad and yet fighting at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. And that's a big word. Conjecture. Definition. An opinion or conclusion formed on a basis of incomplete information. That-a-way.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next?
Alright. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I mean, there's, I don't know, like, press? Let's press. Hold it. Half open, you say? Yeah, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched it for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Looking at the strange, I looked inside the apartment. I mean, sure. What gave you the idea to do that? No, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Not the time.
Well, the door was half open, you see.
Isn't it only human to want to we climb mountains because they're there? It's the same thing.
True, but truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? I don't know, there didn't seem anything wrong with that.
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw a lion there. A woman not moving. Dead. Are you sure she was dead?
Well,
no. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all. And there was blood everywhere. I guess that wouldn't look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quailed and fried and found myself unable to go inside. Hold it. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. So, her death? I'm just looking this over. I feel like it's important. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So he's basically saying he didn't touch anything in there. He didn't touch the statue. He didn't touch anything. Then the statue is rather heavy, blah, blah, blah. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris. And electricity to Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. the day of the crime, blah, blah, blah. Died at 4 to 5 p.m. We never... So, and this guy says he arrived at 1 p.m. So he's claiming that this person, that Cindy Stone, died at 1 p.m. That's what he's saying. Or at least before 1 p.m. And he's pinning it on Mr. Blunt. Yeah. I mean, no. Nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. Wait, no, I want to go back. I thought to call the police immediately. I'm not sure how you can hold this, but okay. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. You see? Hold it.
You already know this.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, snap! Okay. But you said you didn't touch anything. No, he's a liar. He is a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. He lies. This is the murderer, for Pete's sake.
I went to a nearby park and found the public phone.
Oh, hang on. Apparently, holding it is actually very important. Why use a public phone? That's a good point. Why not just use your own phone? I mean, it's just 2001, but still. Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. Oh, sorry.
Well, Lee, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Ah, right. What time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. It's a lie.
1 p.m.? Are you certain? Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
Seems really confident. 1 o'clock p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? It does! Yes! Hold it! Is this just a repeat? Is there a way to present evidence? Oh, you can present! Okay, let's present his autopsy. Objection! Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find it that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts with the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Take that.
Oh, that. Oh, objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
No.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe.
I know, he was so confident. He was so confident that it was 1 p.m. So confident.
Mr. Sawhips, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I like it. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay. Time for another testimony. Alright, let's see what you got.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
You heard the time.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But yes, it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yes, I guess the victim must have been watching a video of Tape's program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Yes, terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. I see. You heard a victim's voice saying the time. You heard a victim's voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Alright. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
I like your confidence. Let's do it. Alright. The time of discovery. Alright. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Hold it! Also, let's just review our evidence real quick. Can I not check my evidence right now? Okay, there we go. You gotta press tab. Alright. Alright. Time of death. That's not gonna help me here. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out! How can you check the time if the building was out of power? Ah! Ha ha! Ah. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Hold it. You said heard, not saw. Yeah. I'm just gathering all the evidence I need. Heard, not saw. Yeah, heard. All I thought was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else. Leave the ball my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something? But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. That's objection worthy.
The witness did say he actually heard the time.
Ah.
It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I agree. I agree. Phoenix, you gotta get your stuff together. I mean, keep him talking. You know what? Stall for time. I get it.
Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice.
There was a voice
Saying time. It would probably come from the television. Alright. Hold it! Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no. I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally,
there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy, and I know exactly what it is. I'm one step ahead of you, Mia. Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified. He heard the time. Wait, no, I said that in the wrong voice.
The witness testified he's heard about the time.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Why was it 3 hours off? What are you talking about? How do you explain the gap? Yeah, exactly. How do you explain the gap?
Well, witness, can you explain this?
Can you not? There was no deeper examination. What? The way he carries himself, I don't like that either. I also don't like how. That's fine, though, I guess. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. Hold it! Video? Yeah. Yeah, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Look at her voice! Look at her voice expression! She is not happy. She's just like, oh my god, what am I doing with this man? I think the problem lies someplace else.
We agreed that you heard the time of the scene then.
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Hold it! Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? It was quite clear.
Has the prosecution verified this testimony? My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned the witness heard the time.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I just remembered it now. That's not good. Keep it consistent, my man. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Hold it. Hold it. Well, you just... Not much point in pressing in on that one, was there? Alright. I'm presenting the electrical thing. Let's present it! Objection! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Whoa! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Take that.
Well,
The defense?
the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawhead?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Stalling for time, I believe.
Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawhead, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. There must have been a shock to finding the body. Very well,
Mr. Sawhead. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Jesus Christmas. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw?
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Oh my God! Alright, let's take a look at the evidence again. Alright, let's see. I'm probably not gonna gather too much information. I could present this, but I may not. So, this is the statue in question. It has a clock. And you could see the clock. That doesn't automatically mean that you held it, though. The password, that doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me. Electricity to... Yeah, this doesn't help me either. Alright. Let's go back. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Let's see what you got there. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. Only just remember that table clock. A table clock?
A table clock?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Hold it! A table clock. Was there a table clock at the scene?
This is the first time I heard of it.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Hold it! No! Hold it! The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Oh my God. Something fishy here. Something fishy here. Let's keep going. That must have been what I thought. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure what happened, how it happened myself.
The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction. How do I contradict this? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Is there evidence? That doesn't help. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. That doesn't automatically prove that he held it, though. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? But apparently nobody else knew about that. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Let's take a look at the evidence. I mean, that's out there. We pretty much figured out what the murder weapon is. I don't really know. I don't know this one. I'm not sure. That must have been what I saw. Now, find the contradiction. I don't know what the contradiction is. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What the heck? This is blasphemous. How? I don't understand what we're missing here. So, do we know what the murder weapon is? We do know what the murder weapon is, so... yeah. I mean, there's really no other... there's really... I don't know exactly what to do here. I mean, I'm on the clock. I mean... so let's see. It's either... okay, I gotta stop overthinking this. Maybe we present this. This is going to be wrong. Ah, maybe not. So it's either this line or this one. Or this one. This is not very... this is how? The murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. It might have something to do with what, like, how would he know this information? Like, he looked in, but he didn't touch anything. So, alright, I think this one is the most. Alright. God, this is wrong. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't the clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Alright, apparently I guessed it right.
You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawhead. Hey, I thought there, okay? It was a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Pine. Give the pine. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You tilt it, and it says the time out loud.
That... I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that. Oh my god. And this guy, I got it. He's the murderer. That's the evidence. That is the evidence right there. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Nothing. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, I do! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Order in the court. Traitor, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawhead, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since this murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice must have burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What is the meaning of all this? This is baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate?
Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I'm not. Ah! Shut up. I hate you.
It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Rat,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from a clock.
do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. So why do I think... Oh god, I need to go back. How do I go back? Your Honor, the sound I saw and heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, try sounding the clock, ask the neighbors. I mean, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. It's here in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Also, I'm just gonna go back to my normal voice. This is killing my voice. My throat. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Action! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawhead and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawhead, try to talk your way out of this one. I mean, yeah, he said it was 1 o'clock. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, they don't prove I have a case. That's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. I don't even know what I'm claiming anymore. I'm trying to follow all this. So he knew that it was 1 o'clock because he was the one who struck him with the murder weapon. And now I have to prove that that was the exact time. Or something. I have no idea what I'm proving right now. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawhead. I came all the way down to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr. I almost had it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. No. Not so fast, Mr. Sawhead. Oh, snap! Mia! Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking about the clocks. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Well, maybe. Well, let me see. Let's see. It was the day after. Okay, the statue. We need to prove it, but passport victim apparently arrived to Paris on the day from the murder and the power outage. Reasonably, the only thing that makes any sense is either the time clock or the passport. The problem If it was the passport. Because obviously when you travel from one place to the next, time zone switches. So if the victim brought their clock with them to Paris, then they would have to change the time. But the thing that I need to remind myself is, I don't know where this testimony is taking place. It could be in France, and I couldn't tell you. So maybe it was an inter-country travel, but still. So here's what I'm going to do. I haven't been wrong yet. I am going to assume that they traveled out of country and went to Paris, which requires a time change, which means that the reason we were able to prove that this clock is 3 hours slow is because the victim brought it with them to another country in order to do that. I could be totally wrong about this. I have no clue. We'll have to figure out. So yes, I can prove it. Wait, maybe I can prove it. We must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport. Present. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawhead. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, please die? Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you. Actually, I mean, this is one of the knocks on Phoenix Wright. You can't turn things around like this. You have to do that on a separate case, I believe, right? Like, you can't just... First, in one case, you have to prove someone is innocent, and then in another case, at a separate time, you have to confirm that someone is guilty. So I don't think this game is truly accurate, but still, very nice. At this point, it's only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Let's go. Let's go. And with that, this court is adjourned. Heck yeah! It turns out that Frank Sawhead was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawhead let himself in to do his dirty work. Oh my god. And when she got here, and while he was there, she came in, yeah. And murdered her. That animal. What is it? Are we gonna... Okay, it's not. Okay. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh yeah, he's still sad because because they died. You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. It's Larry. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Yeah, come on, man. Show some love for me. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Why not take a murder weapon as a present? A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Ah. You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. That is so sweet of Larry. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Yeah. I can't. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Come on, man. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that's how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What? I mean... Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? That's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. That's actually a good point. Well, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? Really, I am. Thanks. That made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Okay. Let us be off. I guess so. How about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, his name isn't it Larry? Am I going crazy? It is Larry, right? Yeah, it is Larry. You're saying your name wrong. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe, over drinks. Oh, does he have the hots for the chief? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on his back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count on the clock he gave me, I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me... Oh no, don't tell me Mia's gonna die. No! The end. Okay. That was fun. I enjoyed that. my. Brand new episode has been added. Okay. Cool. Save your current progress at this point? Yes. Let's save it. Alright. So. No. Stop. Stop. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. My voice is dead. I need to stop talking. Alright. Thank you for watching. My voice is dead, as you can probably hear. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. And you have all a good night. Have a good day. I'll probably be streaming more of this, because that was really fun. I don't know when, but I will. I'll probably do something tomorrow. I don't know when I work tomorrow, so I'll have to figure that out first. But yeah, thank you. And,